Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The diagnostic trouble code, DTC P0097, indicates a low voltage condition in the IAT sensor 2 circuit of the Honda Fit models from 2015 to 2020. The IAT, or intake air temperature sensor, is crucial for measuring the temperature of the air entering the engine, which the engine control unit, or ECU, uses to adjust fuel injection and ignition timing. This sensor is typically located in the intake manifold or near the air filter. When there's a low voltage reading in this circuit, it can lead to performance issues such as poor fuel economy or rough engine performance. This slide presents key information for troubleshooting this specific DTC and aims to help technicians efficiently identify and resolve the underlying issues. The DTC P0097 signifies a malfunction in the IAT sensor 2, where the circuit is sending a low voltage signal. The role of the IAT sensor 2 is crucial as it informs the vehicle's ECU about the temperature of the intake air. This data helps in adjusting the engine's air-fuel mixture to optimize combustion efficiency. Typically, this sensor can be found in the intake manifold or close to the air filter, making its location vital for accurate readings. A consistent low voltage, measured at less than 0.08 volts, indicates either a fault in the sensor, wiring, or connectors involved. The diagnostic approach involves checking these components thoroughly to ensure proper functioning. There are several potential causes for the occurrence of DTC P0097. First, the IAT sensor 2 itself may be faulty. Sensors can wear out or break, leading to incorrect readings. Second, issues related to wiring could also be a factor. Frayed or damaged wires can alter the electrical signals transmitted. Third, poor connections at the IAT sensor 2 or the engine control module ECM can create intermittent issues, leading to a low voltage reading. These causes generally necessitate a careful examination of both the components and their connections to pinpoint the source of the malfunction accurately. When DTC P0097 is triggered, several symptoms may become apparent. Drivers might first notice a decline in engine performance, where the vehicle may feel sluggish or unresponsive. Additionally, rough idling can occur as the engine struggles to maintain optimal combustion levels due to inaccurately reported air temperature. A significant symptom is decreased fuel efficiency. The engine may enter a limp mode, consuming more fuel in an attempt to compensate for perceived temperature inconsistencies. Other potential issues could include increased emissions, as the engine may run rich under these conditions, contributing to greater environmental impact. Addressing these symptoms swiftly often results in enhanced driving experience and vehicle reliability. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0097 involves verifying the problem. Begin by turning the vehicle to the on mode without starting the engine. Next, use the HDS, or Honda Diagnostic System, to check the parameter readings for IAT sensor 2. The specific value must be less than 0.08 volts for the current conditions. If this threshold is met, then a confirmed failure exists, allowing you to transition to the next troubleshooting step. However, if the readings do not match, the issue may be intermittent, suggesting that the system is operational at that moment. In such cases, investigate poor connections or loose terminals at the IAT sensor 2 and the PCM to ascertain the reliability of the electrical components involved. The second step requires a deeper inspection of the IAT sensor circuit. Begin by turning the vehicle off, lock mode, and then disconnect the 2-pin connector for IAT sensor 2. After this, return to the on mode and recheck the parameters with the HDS. It is crucial to confirm if the voltage for IAT sensor 2 remains under 0.08 volts in this scenario. If the readings still match the threshold, that confirms a further examination is warranted and directs you to step 3 in the process. Conversely, if the voltage doesn't reflect the threshold, the ideal course of action is to replace the faulty IAT sensor 2 entirely, as it indicates a likely failure of the component itself. In the third step, you will focus on checking for shorted wiring conditions. As always, start with the vehicle in the off lock mode. Then, use the HDS to jump the SCS line, which stands for the Service Check System, allowing diagnostic trouble codes to be cleared or accessed without affecting the ECU settings. Post this, you will need to disconnect the PCM connector B, which has 51 pins. The next action involves checking for continuity between designated test points. Specifically, you will check between the first pin of the IAT sensor 2 connector and a reliable body ground. If continuity is present, this indicates a short in the INTA line, requiring you to repair the wiring. If continuity is absent, the INTA wire is deemed functioning well. In this case, consider updating the PCM software if outdated or substituting with a known good PCM to verify functionality. The final step involves ensuring that the repairs have been successfully implemented and that the vehicle is functioning normally. Begin by confirming that the issue has been resolved through diagnostics. Once this is established, reset any diagnostic trouble codes recorded in the system. Following this, perform a test drive to assess the vehicle's performance under normal operating conditions. Monitor for any reappearance of DTC P0097 during this drive. If the code remains absent and the vehicle operates smoothly, the repairs can be considered successful. Always document the conclusions and inform the vehicle owner about any changes made to enhance their understanding of the process. Preventive maintenance is vital in mitigating the risk of encountering issues like those associated with DTC P0097. Regular checks of the IAT sensor and similar components can identify wear or damage early, preventing more extensive repairs. Inspecting wiring connections periodically is also recommended to guard against frayed wires that could lead to short circuits or voltage variations. Additionally, keeping the vehicle's software current ensures that it operates under optimal conditions, as updates from the manufacturer can address and fix previous anomalies or inefficiencies. Ultimately, adhering to a preventive maintenance schedule will contribute to a more reliable and smoothly operating vehicle. In conclusion, understanding the role of the IAT sensor is essential for diagnosing and resolving DTC P0097 successfully. Following the outlined troubleshooting steps meticulously allows for accurate identification of whether the fault lies with the sensor, wiring, or connectors. Implementing repairs accordingly will ensure the vehicle operates effectively and efficiently. Additionally, encouraging preventive measures such as regular inspections and software updates can significantly reduce the likelihood of these errors recurring. Ultimately, a combination of knowledge, proper diagnostics, and maintenance will lead to better vehicle performance and longevity. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.